Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Radha Ras Bihari, Radha Ras Bihari Radhe. Jai Sita Ram Lakshman Bhakta Hanuman, Sita Ram Lakshman Bhakta Hanuman. Jai Bala Gopal, Jai Bala Gopal, Bala Gopal, Jai Bala Gopal. Jai Jagannatha, Jai Baladeva, Subhadramaya, Jai Sudarshana, Jai Jai Prabhupada, Gurudev, Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devam Saraswatam Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतः सेवया भगवतीर्मोत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नष्टिके ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनूभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष भाषातिदेशतारिणे नमो विश्वपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वती नामिने श्रीवार्षभानवी देवी दैत्याय कृपाब्धये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्वल प्रेमाढ श्री रूपानुग भक्तिद श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रह नमस्ते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्री मूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुग विरुद्धाप सिद्धांत द्वांत हारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्भाय रसाम्बोधे पादाम्बुजायते नमः नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगवरायते गौरविभ्रम भूमि स्वं निर्दिष्ट सज्जन प्रिया वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेमा प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतिषे नमः पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपा स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यां नमामि भक्तशक्तकं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधिका कांता नमोस्तुते जयतां सुरतोपंगुर्मम मम मंठा मतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्वपदाम्बोजौ मात् राधा मदन मोहनौ दिव्यात् वृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमदा श्रीमद्रत्नाकरसिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद् राधा श्रील गोविंद देवो प्रेष्ठालिभिः सेव्यमानो स्मरामि श्रीमान् रासरसाम्भीवं श्रीवत तत्सत कर्षन् वेणुसुनार गोपी गोपीनाथ श्रीस्तुने तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा
Hare Krishna.
So നമ്മൾ എന്താ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് verse
Not in Malayalam, it's English class.
yeah okay. So today we are just going to discuss verse 27 47 48 49 and 50 four verses from chapter 2. So verse 47 कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुर्मा ते संगोऽस्त्वकर्मणि कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुर्मा ते संगोऽस्त्वकर्मणि कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुर्मा ते संगोऽस्त्वकर्मणि. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Yes, Krishna. Hare Krishna.
mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbhurma te sango astu
Sangosti.
sango
Karmani.
karmani. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Right. Snigdha Mataji.
I think Hare Krishna Mataji.
Snigdha Mataji left. I think she has left. Okay, Renuka Mataji. She may come back.
She is saying, but I think she is in mute. She has forgotten to unmute.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचनं मा कर्मफलहेतुः मा ते संगस्तकर्मणि.
Good, right. Renuka Mataji.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुर्मा ते संगोऽस्त्वकर्मणि. Hare Krishna.
Right, Hare Krishna. Okay, Vanamali.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karmafalaheturve ma te sangastu karmani. കാണാതെ പറയുന്നു പ്രഭു, ഞാൻ ബസ് ഇറങ്ങി വന്നോണ്ടിരിക്കുക.
That's good. Okay, Shalini Mataji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbhurma te sangoऽस्त्वकर्मणि. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Right, Hare Krishna. Yeah, you can read the translation also.
You have
Kindly
a
read
right,
it.
you have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself to be the cause of this, and never be attached to not doing your duty.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, verse 48. Yogastha kuru karmani sangham tyakva dhananjaya siddhya siddhayo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. योगस्थ कुरु कर्माणि संघं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्या सिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते योगस्थ कुरु कर्माणि संघं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्या सिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते. Hare Krishna.
Right. Shalimaji, sorry, Krishna.
योगस्था कुरु कर्माणि संगत्विता धनंजय सिद्ध्या सिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा योग उच्यते.
Okay, right. Renugamaji.
योगस्था कुरु कर्माणि संगं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्य असिद्ध्य समभूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते. हरे
Right.
कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Right, Snigdhamaji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु. ओम
Hare
नमो
Krishna.
भगवते वासुदेवाय. जुगस्थ कुरु कर्माणि संगं त्यक्त्वा धनंजय सिद्ध्या सिद्ध्यौ समभुक्त्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते.
Okay, right. Right, Shalimaji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु. योगस्था कुरु कर्माणि संगं त्यक्त्वा धनंजय सिद्ध्या सिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते.
Right. Kanamali.
हरे कृष्ण. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. योगस्था कुरु कर्माणि संगं त्यक्त्वा धनंजय सिद्ध्य सिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Renugamaji, can you read the translation?
Translation. Be steadfast in yoga, O Arjuna. Perform your duty and abandon all attachment to success or failure. Such evenness of mind is called yoga.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, verse 49. दूरे नाह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगा धनञ्जय बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणः फलहेतवः. दूरे नाह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगा धनञ्जय बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणः फलहेतवः. दूरे नाह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगा धनञ्जय बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणः फलहेतवः. हरे कृष्ण.
Right. Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
Krishna.
कर्म बुद्धियोगा धनंजय बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणा फलहेतवा.
Right. Snigdhamaji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु. दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगात् धनंजय बुद्धौ शरणम् अनिच्छ कृपणः फलहेतवा.
Good. Not looking by heart, huh? Okay, right. Renugamaji.
दूरेण अवरं कर्म बुद्धि योगा धनञ्जय बुद्धौ शरणम् अन्विष कृपणा फलहेतवः.
Right. Vanamali.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Durena Havaram Karma Buddhi Yoga Dhananjaya Buddhau Sharanamanicha Prabhana Phalahedava. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Right. Shalimaji.
Prabhu. Durena hyavaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanamanicha kripanaha falahedavaha. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Okay. Okay. Krishna, you can read the translation.
Okay, Prabhu. O Dhananjaya, rid yourself of all fruitive activities by devotional service and surrender fully to that consciousness. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of their work and are miserers.
Misers.
Hare Krishna. Now last
Right.
verse was 50. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmat yogaya yujjasva yogaha karma sukaushalam. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmat yogaya yujjasva yogaha karma sukaushalam. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmat yogaya yujyasva yogaha karma kaushalam. Hare Krishna.
Right. Yes, Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ube sugrata duskrite tasmada yoga yujasya
Tasmat yoga.
Tasman. Yogaya yujjaswa.
tasma yogaya yujasya yoga karmasu kaushalam.
Yoga karma sukaushalam.
Yoga karmasya kausalam. Karmasu kausalam.
Right. Renukamaji.
Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dukrite tasmat yogaya yujyasva yoga karmasu kausalam.
Right. Snigdamaji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु बुद्धि युक्तो जहातिह उभे सुकृत दुष्कृति तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्व योग कर्मसु कौशलम.
Right.
हरे कृष्ण.
Vanamali.
Hare Krishna. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Buddhi Yukto Jahadiha Uve Sukrita Dushkrite Tasmad Yogaya Yujjasya Yoga Karma Sukaushalam. Hare Krishna.
Krishna. Shalimaji.
Buddhi yukto jahadiha ube sugrida dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujyasva yoga karma sukaushalam. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
You can read the translation also.
A man engaged in devotional service rids himself of both good and bad actions even in this life. Therefore, strive for yoga, O Arjuna, which is the art of all work.
Okay. Right.
Hare Krishna. So today these 4 verses are very small, like purport and all are very small, but it has a like very important information for us also. So in verse 47, here you have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities and never be attached to not doing your duty. So actually we in our life sometimes do get proud that okay, because of me, when we do for example, if I am helping someone for some reason, so I am helping a person and that by helping him, he might be succeeding in that, or something good is happening to him. So automatically we will say that, okay, because of me this happened. Like, we have a tendency to say so. So here, very clearly in translation, Krishna is saying, never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities, but we are always like going behind the results. And yeah, whatever we are doing, we are predicting for some profit for ourselves. Otherwise, we'll just avoid it. Okay, if we are when someone is asking for a help, and you will think twice, okay, should I help him or not? Is there any gain for me? If you are having any gain, 100% sure, yeah, I will do for it. I will help you out. Otherwise, you will say, no gain, I will not help you. So here in the same sloka, Srila Prabhupada, in one of Srila Prabhupada's lecture, he is giving one example. Prabhupada's friend, I think he was selling this books. So that friend said that if I sell these books, it will be like it's a profitable business, but I'm not just going to like develop this, or not going to sell this, because the reason which he is saying that even after gaining the profit, the government will take the tax. It's so that's why I'm not just going to just develop my business and just have the profit. So he's intending that I'm gaining that profit with my hard work, and I'm not just ready to give it to the government. So and at the same time, when we are doing some work, if it is for ourselves, we'll do it very properly, with like 100% concentration and everything input we will be giving to it, and we'll do that work very perfectly. But at the same time, if the work which you have to, like, if you are going to an office and you have to do that work for someone else, you'll do it like, okay, it's not for me, nothing for me. If I just do it like a slow process, we'll be doing it. And why is there any need for us to just let others get the profit? So that is what our mentality is. So here Krishna is saying that it doesn't mean that you just don't have to do any duty. Krishna is saying you have to perform your duties. Whatever duties we have, that is to be performed, that is must. But the results are not to be predicted. Even if it is bad or good, not only prediction, that is not like just do your duty, just don't look after the results. Like in schools also, like Krishna's teachers might be saying that when some fest or anything might be coming, so teachers will be saying, okay, you just participate in this competition. Just don't, participation is important, not the result. It's not needed that you are winning the first prize, second prize, or anything. That is not required. The participation is important. Similarly, just do your duties and move forward. And like if the results, whatever you are getting, use it in Krishna consciousness, then it's okay. Otherwise, don't use it for our personally, like our personal happiness, material happiness. That's something wrong. So that is what Krishna is saying. And he is advising to Arjuna also, like, you just go and fight. It's not that even Arjuna is saying that, okay, I will not fight because means he's saying for an inaction, I will not do. But that is also sinful, because he is a Kshatriya. Arjuna is Kshatriya. It is his duty to fight. As a Kshatriya, he has to perform that war. If he is just getting back from it, that is a sin. He will get means that is the same. The duty has to be performed, and at the same time he's thinking that if I will perform the war, my near and dear ones will be killed. Such attachment has to be kept aside. That is not required. Krishna is saying this, you have to do that. So only then you will get the liberation. That is what the point is. Only such actions will lead you to liberation. So here, yeah, and very clearly, inaction is also sinful. It is mentioned in the translation also. And here I'll just, the Lord advised that Arjuna not to be inactive, but that he performs his prescribed duty without being attached to the results. Attachment to the results are totally like restricted. Restricted means that is good for us also, right? One who is attached to the results of his work is also cause of action. Thus, he is the enjoyer or sufferer of the result of such action. It's not that while performing an activity, it's not required that he will always, there will be a positive side only. Sometimes we might have to suffer. So in next verse also he is saying that even whatever activity which we are doing, the result might be good or bad, but we have to be equipped in that in coming verse in success or failure we have to be equipped. In next verse Krishna is saying that too. So work with results becomes the cause of bondage. Therefore such work is not auspicious. If a work which we are doing and we are attached to it, and previous verses also like the same thing is we are repeating, that if we are getting attached to some work, it is not, if it is like if you are attached to some Krishna consciousness thing, whatever work you are doing, it's okay. Nothing like to Krishna also you are not supposed to be attached. Whatever work you are doing, do it for Krishna. Like if as a kid, if let's take an example of Krishna, if Krishna is like she is a kid, what she can do, she can study. Like it's not that okay, I want to do the Krishna consciousness, I'll just quit the studies and all. No, she as a student, she has to study at the same time. She has to do the service of Krishna too. And if she is studying, the purpose of what should be the purpose of her studies? Krishna, what should be your purpose? If you are studying, how can you change it into Krishna consciousness?
Miss one, what more?
See, like what are you studying now? There will be some purpose, right? What is that purpose?
I will.
Okay, you want to be someone in future, like some doctor, engineer, or anything. What is your aim to be in future?
I want to be.
Not decided.
Not okay, fine. Okay, one day you might be going for a job, and obviously we'll be getting a salary. So how are you just going to utilize that? You might be having some like, okay, after getting the salary, I just want to buy this or buy that and enjoy. Some things might be there in your mind, right?
Yes.
What are those desires?
I want to build a house.
Buy a good car, new car.
House. Okay, fine. And
Buy new dress.
is there only a house? There will be a great huge house, right?
Yes.
Yes, not can't just save some little time, right? Okay, fine. Similarly, each one of us will be having such desires. So, as a example of Krishna, which she said, okay, there is nothing wrong that to build a house or buy a new house. There is nothing wrong in that, but that should be in a like. Can anyone say that? Since you have heard all these classes, how should like we use it in a proper way? Using it in a proper way means dash. That can be answered by anyone if anyone wants to.
I want to help someone with that money.
Help someone. Okay. Yes. Okay. Krishna wants to help someone. If she gets some money, she wants to help someone. Others also, please. I would like to know that. What will you do if some money you have got after your hard work? What? How will you use that money? Singda Mataji also. Everyone, Renuka Mataji.
Actually, I am in service and I am getting some money, but we are utilizing in different purposes. Like small amount is going towards charity and for house, other things, and
Yeah, that's okay. Just okay, fine. Now, Renika Mataji also can answer.
Yeah, no, the thing is that whatever we get, I have put aside. I'm not working now, so what little I have, I use for daily uh, daily use purposes,
Okay,
and
okay. I got
the
it. I got it.
remaining I must keep aside some amount for Krishna.
Okay, very good. I was expecting for this answer. And if anyone else also wants to answer, Sridharan and Banamali Mataji can also answer if they want.
Sridhar Prabhu.
Mataji, you can answer, Banamali Mataji.
Hare Krishna, simply we can use that money for a good Krishna conscious life. Hare Krishna.
Okay, good, yeah. Sridharan Prabhu also. Is there any answer? Okay. So, the answer which I wanted was said by Renika Mataji and Banamali Mataji. So, it's okay. Like as Singda Mataji said, and Renika Mataji also said it, like it's not that total salary, whatever we are getting, if you are getting 30,000 rupees completely, you are using it for Krishna consciousness. Yes, you can use it. Since in a family which we are living, we have many requirements like clothes, that is like some essential things which can't be avoided. Clothes or like food items and other things also that can be bought. But it should be like clothes are required, everything is required, like food is also required, but that should be in a transcendental way, in a Krishna conscious way in which we are using. As I forgot her name, Krishna. As Krishna said that she wants want to give charity or help someone. Helping someone is okay. That's a good thought which she has, but like if I'm having some money and I have I can, if someone is there who is who has no money at all, he requires some money and no food is there, so I can just give him some money today, I can just provide him food for temporarily, I can just give him, but it's not that every day I can just provide him with some money, or every day I can I have to provide with food. It's not possible, but at the same time we can just help him with okay money and food or whatever you want to give. Prasadam is okay, it's not like I'm not saying no, but at the same time along with that you have to give him some like take him to a path of Krishna consciousness. So at some point it will be helpful for him also, right? If we are explaining that if you just do the service of Krishna, and yeah, but we can just help him and just bring him to Krishna consciousness, that also can be done. It's as Krishna said, that also can be added when you're doing a charity. So and yeah, whatever money or whatever you have, like people do have a mentality, oh Krishna, he will pray. I just have 25,000 rupees as salary, if you just increase my salary to 30,000 rupees or 50,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees, I will at that time I will just serve you with that money. No, such mentality is also very wrong. Whatever money you do have now, just serve it to the Krishna. Like no, you can serve him in many ways. Like we can just make dresses for the murtis of Krishna, or make prasadam and serve to everyone. Offer food, you can serve it to others. Like there are many. A huge list is left. So that is what here I wanted to just say. Now in verse 48, perform your duty equipoised, Arjuna, abandoning all attachment to success or failure. Such equanimity is called yoga. So just perform your duty. Whatever duty, as I said before itself, the same thing. Your result might be success or failure. Just don't be attached to it. That is just a material thing. So here in one who works unattached to his fruits of such work, he is performing a karma yoga. So that is what here Krishna is saying. So therefore, Krishna is saying to Arjuna, he is asking Arjuna not to renounce his work. That means he's not saying Arjuna, just don't fight. Not like that. Just do your duty. And one more highlight is the Supreme Personality of Godhead itself, Krishna himself is saying this. So just do it. Then every rest of the thing will be handled by Krishna. The thing is that you must have the trust in Krishna. There was a time, like during Corona time, in Juhu temple, there is this ISKCON temple in Bombay. So at that time, there Corona, had been many devotees were affected. So at the starting time, everyone was very afraid of it. Now we have just it's easy going for us. Just a small fever, we just do things. But at that time, it was like we were totally afraid of that, right? So at that time, the securities in that temple, they were crying and saying to the head of that temple, they were crying and saying, since anyway it's their duty, they are getting the salary, they can't just avoid to come for their job. So they were like totally afraid and saying, Prabhu, it's like we are really afraid to come to job. This corona is spreading very much, and in temple many devotees are affected from it. Like they were totally crying. So the answer the Prabhu gave was really like we must all note it in our life. The thing is like, why are you afraid of that? Yeah, like if you have that what should I say, believe in Krishna, then if the belief is there, Krishna will save us. If you are like afraid, like okay, corona, if I am just getting affected, what will happen, like that tensions and all, if we are having all those, or not only in the case of corona, in our life also, if we are affected by any problems, we are totally like we do get panicked, and oh, what will I do, like we are totally in a tense state. So that is not required. The answer for that, the answer is what the Prabhu said. Why are you doing the service every day morning? You're just coming to temple, just or you are doing whatever, like Krishna, you're offering something Krishna or serving Krishna in any other ways. So if you're not having the belief, then you will automatically get text. Otherwise, Krishna will handle all that. That will be a mentality of a devotee. That will be the mentality of a devotee. So perform your duty, equip us. That is what here Krishna has to say. Just whenever and even when success is coming, just don't like enjoy, okay, I have just succeeded in my life in this and that. That even that too much is dangerous. Like just temporary. Nothing is permanent. Only the permanent thing is when you are doing the service of Krishna, then for sure you are just going to reach back to Godhead. So that is only that is permanent. Other things are just for little time. So just avoid that. Let's have something, try for something permanent. That is by doing Krishna consciousness. So just don't go after all these success and or failure. Just do the service of Krishna. That is what Krishna has to say. Repeatedly, he has to say all these things. Arjuna is a Kshatriya, and as such, he is participating in Varnashrama institution. It is said in Vishnu Purana that in the Varnashrama dharma, the whole aim is to satisfy Vishnu. So, let's take just an example of a family. In a family, if the breadwinner, someone might be there, a father or a husband or someone, if it is his duty to just go earn the money and just look after his family. If he is not doing his duty, okay, it's all material, I'm not doing this duty, what will be the situation of that family? Just think of that. Similarly, you have to do the duty. It is like whatever duties one person has, that is to be followed, that is to be done. And along with that, like it should be like, don't go in a material path. Do the things whatever you have, it should go in a spiritual path. So no one should satisfy himself. No one should satisfy himself, as is the rule in the material world, but one should satisfy Krishna. But the main point is not satisfying ourselves. It is to satisfy Krishna. So unless one satisfies Krishna, one cannot correctly observe the principles of Varnashrama Dharma. Indirectly, Arjuna was advised to act as Krishna told him. So Krishna is continuously asking Arjuna to fight, as it is his duty. So now in verse 49, O Dhananjaya, keep all abominable activities far distant by devotional service, and in that consciousness surrender unto the Lord. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of their work are misers. So here, those who want to enjoy the fruits of their work, if we are after the fruits of our work, then we are just defined here by Krishna as misers. If we don't want to be misers, then follow the other path. Simple, right? So, so here, okay, now what will happen if we are just behind these fruits of our action? Are we just going, is there any gain for us? Permanent gain, not temporary, permanent gain for us in our life? Krishna, is there any permanent gain if we are behind the fruits of our action? No. Okay, you said no. What others do have to say? Krishna had to say no. Is there any if we are going behind the success or failure, is there any permanent gain? No,
permanent. Temporarily we may happy, but it is not permanent.
Yeah, it's not permanent. As I said before, everything like is here in all slokas, Krishna is continuously saying the same thing. So, if we are just behind, temporarily we might be happy. Okay, you are after learning, you have got a very good salary. You have just you have settled in a very good like in a posh life. You have got a like expensive car, a huge house, like good dresses, and like totally lifestyle changes, and like we are happy in the sense like okay, others do think we are like in a where they will be thinking that we are very rich, and like in that way we'll be very happy. That's material. But if like permanently there is no happiness, one day all these things might go due to one or another reason. As this is a material world, sad, it's not like if you have a lot of money you won't be sad in your life. Actually they might be like facing the most difficult leading the most difficult life. They might not be happy. So similarly, just don't see, as we want the permanent happiness, so just follow the path of Krishna consciousness. It's not that just don't earn money. No one is saying. If you are earning the money, use it for Krishna. If you are, am I audible?
Yes.
So just yeah, in purport, very clearly Prabhupada has explained, one who has actually come to understand one's constitutional position as eternal servitor of Lord gives up all engagement save working in Krishna consciousness. Very clearly, in simple words, Prabhupada has explained. As already explained, Buddhi Yoga means transcendental loving service to Lord. Such devotional service is right course of action for living entity. Only misers desire to enjoy the fruit of their own work just to be further entangled in material bondage. If we are like, result will be there. If we are just behind the fruits of our action, that is continuous, that cycle of birth and death. And it might not be that in our next life, it's not required that you will be taking birth in a human life itself. Just think, and next life, if we are just getting getting a life of a mosquito. When one mosquito comes and sits in our hand, we'll be directly okay. So if we are taking such a life, then will we just decide to have such next life? No. So the best solution is do the service of Krishna. So yeah. So here the result is like if you are going behind this fruitive activities is birth and death, you will get that continuous birth and death cycle. You will be in that cycle. Otherwise, a permanent liberation, a permanent happiness with Krishna can be gained if you are going in another path in Krishna service. Okay, yeah. And next verse. One more thing. Misers do not know how to utilize the assets of riches which they acquire by good fortune or by hard labor. One should spend all energies working in Krishna consciousness, and that will make one's life successful. Like misers, unfortunate people do not employ their human energy in the service of Lord. So this is what here Srila Prabhupada is concluding this verse. And now in verse 50, a man engaged in the devotional service rids himself of both good and bad action even in this life. Therefore, strive for yoga, which is the art of all work. So, here the art of work, which is referred as act in a way that one becomes free from both good and bad reactions. We just don't even want the good reactions, or like success also is not required, failure is also not required. So here Arjuna was fearing, he was fearing that if he's killing his kinsman, then it's a sin. He was thinking so, but becoming going away from his duty is it's not will. Okay, just it's a conclusion of whatever slokas which we said. So as I said, Arjuna was fearing because if he kills all the kinsmen, he will be in the trap of sin. But if he is not performing his duty, then he is that detached work. Then he will be okay, I'm not just killing them, I'm away from the sinful activities. He might be thinking so, but if you are not performing your duty, it's more dangerous. That is what here Krishna is saying. And we must do our work, but it should be detached from the results. That is all. Just all these verses are saying, just simply it is saying, you must do your whatever work you have, just do it, but should be detached from the results. That's all. So now here one example I would just like to give. Mercury, I hope everyone might be knowing, it's really poisonous. Mercury is really poisonous. So if we don't know how to use that mercury, we might have seen, if Krishna does not know, and thermometers in hospitals and all, there will be a thing going high up, like that is mercury, and it's really poisonous if you use it with your hand, or it is really poisonous and deadly thing. So, but if that is handled by a perfect person, that is if it is handled by like Ayurveda and all, that mercury is used, he will change that poisonous thing into a powerful medicine. So similarly, with regular attached work, and we are entangled, that is our soul is entangled in the material world. That is, as I said, we can compare it with the mercury, which is poisonous. Okay, and now if we are doing a detached, dutiful work that is performed in knowledge, and we are aimed to please the Supreme, that leads us to liberation. That we can compare it to the Ayurvedic doctor using the medicine. You are changing that mercury into a powerful medicine. So that's all, Prabhu.
Right. Last exam was good. Nice. So thank you very much. So Snigdha Mataji, I think you can recite Nasim Kirtan.
Namaste Narasimhaya Prahladalaadadaine Hiranyakashipurvakshaha Chilatankanakhalai Ito Narsingha Parato Narsingha Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsingha Bahir Narsingha Hridaye Narsingha Narasimhadi Saranam Prapade Tabakara Kamala Bare Nakamadhuta Sringam Dalita Hiranyakasipu Tanubhrangam Keshavadhrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narsingadev 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 Jaya Narsingadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jai Srila Prabhupada Om Ugrang Birang Mahavishnu Jalantang Sarvatomukham Nrsinghang Bhishanang Bhadrang Mrityu Mrityu Namamyaham Jai Nrsimha Sri Nrsimha Jai Jai Sri Nrsimha Prahlade Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bhranga Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Shuddha Bhakti Vignanashakari Shri Narasimha Bhagavan ki. You rendered very nicely. Bhaktavarshresh Srila Prahlad Maharaj ki.
Jai.
Pancha Kalpadrubhascha Kripa Sindhudhyeva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namah. Nandakodi Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Das Thakur ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Go Premanande.